Hey guys, so I just discovered this YouTube channel today called Generation Hope. A clip from one of their skits or little films or whatever came up in my YouTube Shorts feed. And then I kind of did like a semi deep dive because I'm like, okay, are comedy? I was like, I really thought they were comedy at first. And then, no, it turns out they're like real, like serious, like, so. I'm like, I have to do a reaction video to this. So I watch let's see here. I watched the one where it's like the white couple won't adopt the black child, which, I shouldn't have been laughing nearly as hard as I was at that. And I watched part of one where it was like this billionaire is cheating on or is being cheated on by his girlfriend, like she cheated with him with 40 people, which was an oddly specific number. I don't know if they meant like 40, like in the biblical sense of 40 just being a lot, or literally 40. But I think they meant actual 40. So I don't know. But so now, and I haven't watched this. I am going to watch all the way through. Wife cheats on disabled military husband, and then what happens next will shock you. Okay, so I am starting this now. Okay, dude walked. Okay, he wills a bit.
Bonnie, oh my God, what are you doing?
Don't you ever
You
knock?
don't know what's going on.
Who's crippled?
I'm her husband. Who are you?
I'm her new man. Wheels. I think it's time you roll out of here.
Baby, come back to me.
Baby, come back.
Just shut up, you legless idiot. Don't you get it? I'm with Trent now. He knows how to take care of a woman.
Hey, listen, man, we're really busy. I think you gotta go.
We need to find these people in society and like do something with them.
I'm gonna miss you, babe.
The
but
people
I
who will,
promise you, that when I come back,
throw
I'll finally have the time to take over
a
the family
paraplegic
restaurant.
man out of a
And then I
wheelchair.
can buy you all
Because
the
you're
nice things
doing
you want,
other things like kicking
a big
puppies
house
if
and a
you're
nice
throwing
car.
people out of
Those expensive
wheelchairs.
dinners you want.
At least for no good
Don't forget
reason.
the Louis bag that I've always wanted. And the diamond ring, too, of course.
Of course. How could I forget? Anything you want is yours. I'll be stationed in Syria for 6
I don't
months,
think
but
she
after I
realized
serve
how
this
much
tour,
people in the military get
come back home
paid.
in my perfect
She ain't
princess.
getting diamond
I can't
rings
wait for you
and
to finally come
Versace
back and take care of
bags
me.
and
I get to
whatever.
live a life of luxury.
Yeah,
maybe
but
the Nigerian
you're
Versace
also
bag, but
excited
not
because you love
Versace.
me and you want to spend time with me, right?
Oh, of course. Yeah.
I love you. You mean the world to me.
George, remember?
Oh yeah. Forgot we're waiting until marriage.
Exactly.
Okay,
And I mean, you wouldn't want to ruin the purity of our relationship.
so one thing I've picked up on these videos already is that
and
they're
right.
kind of
And that's what I
misogynistic.
love about you. You
They
have
kind of
these-
paint women
these
as like these,
values and
like,
standards.
I've
been waiting
it's
for about
just kind of terrible.
3 years now.
And basically, if your girlfriend
Exactly. And once you take over
isn't
the
giving it up
restaurant
to you
business,
before
you get
marriage, she's cheating on
But don't
you.
you
And
think
not
it's
just
so
cheating
bad?
on you, she's
Okay.
like a Coke machine, 50 cents a pop, giving up to everybody. Hardware store, a nickel a screw. A doorknob, everybody gets their turn. You guys get the point. Like, that's your girlfriend, unless she's giving it up to you. That's what it seems to be these movies are telling you. She just threw away the kiss he
Fine,
blew
he's
and wiped her
gone.
hands from it.
I'm going back to cheating on him every night
Every night she cheated.
until he comes back. I can't believe he buys this whole values thing, whatever those are. Now back to
Whoever
that
wrote these
fun.
really had their feelings hurt
Bonnie
by
begins
women.
her
Like,
usual
really have
routine
been
of
hurt by
cheating on
women.
George
I mean,
every
look,
night while
I've
he's
been hurt
overseas
by
fighting for his country.
by people, and
On
I've
the
hurt
other
people,
hand, George
unfortunately.
is stuck in the middle of a war zone, trying
This
his
is
best to
just a
stay
whole
alive.
different level of bitter.
During one of his missions, he accidentally steps on a landmine and blows his legs off.
Okay, 6 months later. See, right away, he showed up at an airport or something, and she didn't come pick him up.
Who's
Whatever.
there?
Babe, I'm back.
Oh my.
Okay, how does she not know he's in a wheelchair? All right. So I'm gonna explain something. So I was deployed in Iraq, right? This isn't like World War I, you know, where it's like, dear love, I'm on the Western Front. I hope that I can survive this ordeal. No, they got internet, they got phones. Look, I was over there. I was communicating with people people back here every other night, like on the phone. Just having regular phone calls. And this is 15 or how long ago it was? Like 18 years ago. So I don't know what's going on. I mean, albeit I wasn't in the FOB and I wasn't in Syria, but how does she not know he's in a wheelchair? Also, she's like, who are you?
You know, the love of your life.
It's a wheelchair.
Why are you
It's like a wheelchair to her, like the glasses are for Clark Kent. A dude can just get in a wheelchair and she don't know who they are. Talking about he's short. He's in a chair. This lady is evil. But the person who wrote this is probably like, all bitches are evil. Succulents.
So what happened to you?
Well, my unit
I was in a war. What do you mean what happened to me?
and a couple of us were doing a nightly patrol. And then all of a sudden we got ambushed. And unfortunately, during that whole thing, I stepped on a landmine. And the medics, they were able to save me, but they couldn't save my legs.
So what does this mean for me? I mean, you're still able to take over the family.
God damn.
Fortunately, my brother's gonna have
I
to
shouldn't
take over the
laugh.
family business.
Oh, she
Now
just
that I'm
says,
in a
what is...
wheelchair, I
She didn't even hesitate on
do
that.
my
She's like, what is
best
this?
running a restaurant. So for now,
You can run a restaurant, dude. You can't run a restaurant, but you can run a restaurant.
but we'll get through it.
These people think if you're in a wheelchair,
So
you
no
can't do
more
shit.
Big house, nice car.
You were never getting
No, not
that.
for now,
He's in the military.
I promise.
And this
we're gonna
homeboy
get
was
through
like
this.
a 04 or above.
Give me some
Shoot.
time.
You're gonna need to get a job.
Serious
A
guys, look at the
really
pay
high
scales
paying
for the
job.
military.
I can't go without nice things for long.
Don't worry. It's okay, my love. I'll work as hard as I can to get a good job. After all, you're my wife. The love of my life. I'll do anything I can to make you happy.
This really ruins the plans that I had to marry a rich, tall, handsome man. I'm gonna need time to process this.
I mean, like I said, he's in the military. That rich thing was never going to happen. I don't know to tell you that. We both sign. We're just like,
After his talk with Bonnie, George would spend all day applying for jobs to try and make the money that it would take to keep his wife happy. He even spent long nights teaching himself how to code, to eventually become a computer programmer in the hopes of getting a great job. Meanwhile, Bonnie spent her nights in other ways. She would make excuses
spent her
to
nights
avoid
chasing
being at
that
the house
D.
with George while she had affairs with the many men.
he
that
trying to
pursued
play
her.
chess.
She would
He trying to play
specifically
chess with her.
choose
When
to
did
do
she ever play
activities
chess
that
with
she
you, my
knew
dude?
He would not be able to.
When did she ever play chess?
Like
She
going
probably
on
can't even
runs.
play Connect
This
4.
went on and on
He trying to
for
play
months
chess.
and months until one day.
I have a hard time feeling sympathy for
Honey,
this dude
I'm
with his
home.
choice of women.
I got a job as a lead programmer at a big tech company.
I mean, I feel sympathy for the fact that he's in a wheelchair from going off the war, but come on, man, this woman is as deep as a kiddie pool.
Where are you?
He gonna sit there and try to play chess with her. Shoot, she can't play checkers. I don't know. What am I supposed to do with this little horse?
Here?
Okay, so we're building up to what we were seeing at the beginning here. This like film is made for incels.
Bonnie, oh my
Cause like
God,
incels are like,
what are you
yes,
doing?
of course she had to go find herself a Chad.
Babe, who's a cripple?
I'm her husband.
This is like
Who are you?
incel
I'm a man.
fantasy, like what they
Wheels.
think.
I think it's time
This
to
is like
roll out of
their
here.
idea of what all women are like this. And there she's find herself a
good job,
Chad.
and then
I think there's actually another one
Well,
where, there's one where the lady is like cheating on her husband, like all the time, and it's like a black dude. And his name is Tyrone. Serious, literally has a guy named Tyrone.
Care of a woman. And besides, he has so much money. I don't need you anymore.
Yeah, she's my girl now. She's not looking for a deformed wheelchair monster like you. You're not even a real man. You're like a...
There are people in the world in wheelchairs, dude. It ain't like you've never seen somebody in a wheelchair. Like, if it was your first time seeing somebody in a wheelchair, I could see where you may be like you exist in a world where no one is disabled. And you'd be like, what is that? What type of beast is this? But you've seen people in wheelchairs before, my dude. Oh, here he goes. See, this is some psychopath stuff.
See what you made me do?
You threw it. You threw a dude out of a wheelchair.
Let me carry you out like a dog. All right. All right.
No.
Wheelchair or not, that guy, if you know he's a veteran, I'd say 50-50. No. 90% chance he has a firearm. And let me tell you something, you can shoot people from a wheelchair. At least he didn't spit on him. I'm okay, I'm gonna say something terrible. He crying like a bitch. I'm not saying crying makes you a bitch, but you crying over her? I mean, she cute, but you crying over her, she's a monster. You know?
George is so distraught by seeing the love of his life cheat on him with a stranger that he begins to work harder than
Python.
he ever has at his job. After months of hard work, he eventually gets so good at programming that he develops an app that helps restaurants deliver food. The app
Is he
becomes
standing
an
up?
immediate bestseller, making George a
I think dude was standing up just then. His programming got so on point that he learned to walk
Her
there for a
relationship
second.
with Trent came to an abrupt end
My
when
programming
Trent
skills
finally
aren't nearly
decides
that
to leave
good.
her
Shoot,
for
I
another
still,
woman.
limp
Since Bonnie
around
has spent
sometimes.
most of her life avoiding work and trying to
limp
leech
around,
off
I'm
of
just
other
saying.
people, she struggles to find a job in a stable relationship.
Oh, this
She
is
eventually
definitely
sees
like
George on the cover of
incel
magazines and
fanfic.
articles, so she decides to try and get him back into her life.
This is incel fanfic. They're basically saying like, look, she's not worth anything. The only thing she's good at is chasing D.
Hey. No, I just can't believe after all this time making this app that it's finally paying off. Yeah. Yeah, now I'm going to be able to take care of my family. Okay. All right, bye.
He was probably also listening to Jordan Peterson like, what you need to do is clean your room and remove yourself from the hypergamous female. They are chaos. You must slay the dragon of chaos, which
Bonnie.
is your
George! Wait,
your
you're walking
female.
again? How?
Well, after you and I divorced,
okay.
I spent most of my time developing my best-selling app.
Uh-oh.
And I met some people in the biotechnology industry, and they developed mechanical legs for me. It's
Oh, he's a
amazing
cyborg
what science
now.
and technology can do nowadays.
He's a cyborg.
Bonnie, why are you here?
That's cool.
Trent left me. He never loved me. And he was the most shallow and selfish person I've ever met.
I'm sorry to hear that. That's awful.
Thanks.
Mirror. Here's a mirror.
But I was thinking about my life and how happy I was with you, and seeing how successful you are and all these magazines, and I know now that you can afford to give me the life that I deserve. I was wondering if you wanted to get
Bonnie, let me stop you right there.
At least she's up front.
I am happily engaged to the woman of my dreams. She actually helped me develop the app while I was at my lowest, and we're getting married next month, so there is no chance of us getting back together. Hello? Yeah, I'm heading out now. I'm just fixing a bug in the system.
Damn.
Yeah, Yeah, I love you too. All right, bye. All right, well, I gotta head out. We're actually getting married in France, and I was able to rent out a whole museum for our wedding. Anyways, I'm walking away from this conversation. Have a good night, Bonnie.
No, please don't. Please don't. George.
Through the husband.
It's important to remember that true values come from the inside, not from the money we have or the way we look. Things and looks can fade over time, but what's inside will only grow stronger. We hope you enjoyed today's video. Make sure to like and subscribe and to share this video with your friends and family. And remember, here at Generation Hope, we're trying to make the world a better place, one story at a time.
Okay. So, quick thoughts on that video and actually another one of their videos. So the two videos that I watched all the way through was that one and the one they did where white couples trying to adopt a black child. So I'll comment on that one. If you haven't seen it, basically, it's where this couple, they show up at an adoption agency, they see a black child, and they're just like, you're dirty. We don't want you, dirty little, whatever. And that's kind of ridiculous because basically that's not actually how racism works most of the time. That's the thing, is that the couple's racist. It's much more subtle than that. Like the example I had is, I grew up with these people and they would, they'd invite me to, you can come and eat with us and blah, blah, blah. But they had a son who was 7 years younger than me. And they told him explicitly, we don't want you to be dating any non white girls. And, and then they said to me, it's like, we think of you like a son, but we just don't think the races should mix. So that's racism there. It's not this, don't come in our house, darky. I mean, there are people who are like that, but no. So yeah, that's like, racist white people fanfic. This is incel fanfic and misogynistic fanfic. Okay, so a couple of things. One, I've noticed this theme in their videos where these women, the women are cheating. They're like, one of them, I saw two other ones, not all the way through, but she's like, I've had sex with 40 guys unprotected. It must not be true. And I can just imagine some, like I said, some incel dude or some guy who's been at his villa, like, and they sit there and they have sex with all these men and they're not using protection. And I'm not saying this stuff doesn't happen, but there's like this, I don't know, this weird undertone of just I keep saying it, misogyny, because, well, I mean, it just is. And the other thing is like the ableism of it. Like, I have this wheelchair, it is this albatross, and what is the big triumph at the end? I have my legs back. And it's like, yeah, guess what? Not everybody's going to be able to use prosthetics. Not everybody wants to use prosthetics. And you can have a full life with a wheelchair. But no, not according to these videos. You can't. Your best hope, your triumph at the end is getting out of that wheelchair, And for all types of reasons, not everybody's going to be able to get out of the wheelchair. But to show, it'd be nice to show that, yes, you're in this wheelchair, but you can still live a full life. So I kind of find what I've seen of the videos, I kind of find them toxic, and I find them as inspiration porn. But just like, normal porn, it's kind of gross and it's not really. A quick editing note here, guys. Yeah. Yes, porn is gross, but so is, a chocolate sundae on a hot summer day. They're also delicious, and I'll take both of them. These videos, they are that type of gross. Porn is a good gross, so just want to say that. Don't want to shame porn because, Lord knows. Well, anyway. It's not really showing it's not really showing the good part of these things. It is the inspiration and triumph what porn is to sex. Yeah, superficially it looks like what's going on, but that's not the way it is. And if that's what you think it is, you're going to be disappointed, and it's grossly depicted. I don't know. I could have probably said all that better, but anyway, I thought I was just going to sit here and laugh at all of it, but I actually kind of found it more I found it more more troubling than anything else. I mean, some of the stuff is funny, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but whatever.